What's up, everybody? This is Alex from WMD back at you again. This time we're going to be talking about the Crucible module. So the Crucible is our newest module. We've shown it off a little bit at Synthplex. We're going to be showing off more at Superbooth, and then it should be shipping very, very soon after Superbooth. I just put this patch together and I was really stoked about it, so I figured I would show you guys. Just a quick little tidbit of an announcement. These are not the final panels. So when you see the final panel, I think you're going to be really excited. But this is a prototype module still. So just to be clear, these are prototypes and not the final panel. Again, what's on here? Not the final panel. All right, so basically what I've got going on is I've got the Crucible running as, got the Crucible running as its own little voice here, right? And I've got a gate just going into decay, and so that is just offsetting that every once in a while. So we can go into Metron and we can kind of see our gate pattern here. So if I go to 75% gates, any of these guys that are flashing, this is my gate pattern. I've got a 4-bar pattern, so I'm going to copy it over to be here. And I'm just going to make it a 1-bar pattern so it's a little bit easier for us to hear. So now I'm just going to go through and I'm going to actually use 100% gates, and we'll just like load this bad boy up, right? And what we're doing is we're sending 10 volts out of Metron into Crucible. So we're just opening this all the way up. If we were to go, we're just opening this guy all the way up so you can really hear that sound. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear that out. And now we're just going to momentarily hit the decays. And that's super fun. So one thing that we've been asked for is to just get into a little bit more of a crazy experimental territory. So I'm going to take out the decay now. We're going to switch back over to this third mode, which we call the sheet metal mode here. And now we're going to hear a little bit different of a sound. Turn that up just for good measure. And we can get all the way down to kind of a crazy sound here. Add maybe our gate to our pitch here. It's kind of crazy. We could use like a sample and hold into the pitch. Get really weird. And we can also just run that into our decay input again. And I'm going to take that back into our gates. And we still have all of our great cymbal sounds that that Crucible is known for. And by known for, I mean you guys figured out last week at Synthplex. All right, so here's the rest of my patch. I got this little FM thingy going. I'm going to turn down the Crucible again. That tone that I like there. And now check this out. I've got a second Crucible down here, and Crucible has an input, so you can also use Crucible as kind of like a reverb. So it's like putting a transducer or a speaker on top of a cymbal and listening to the outcome of that. So that's basically what we're doing now with this Crucible here. We're running the bass line out of an aux send, so we're going out of aux number 2. That's going into Crucible, and then I've got that going into channel 4 here. So we're going to listen to the pre-fader mix, so just the reverb. So this is just that FM tone coming through the Crucible now. We can change up the parameters, get a little bit different here. Real tight reverb. Right? And this is 100% wet. Remember that. So when we bring in our dry signal a little bit, you can kind of hear that sound. Bring the tone down, the deform down. Now we've got this pretty cool sound just in the background. So again, here's 100% wet. It almost sounds like it's being hit with like a mallet or something, which sounds pretty sweet. Again, we get real crashy real quick with the deform. And then we bring in the rest of our patch here. Now I'm going to run our first crucible through our second crucible. So I believe that's channel 2, right? Yep, we're going to go through there. Let's listen to that only. So we're going to take this out, take this guy out, and just listen to the pre-fader of our crucible, first crucible running through the second one. And maybe hear the little bit of the dry. And add that bass line back in. And then we'll put that through the crucible as well. So that's just a little update on where we're at with Crucible. In the next couple of weeks, we'll be announcing, like I said, final artwork and stuff like that. And it'll be in its final form. But I was just really excited about this sound that I was getting with these 2 Crucibles, so I figured I'd make a video. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to our page. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. We'll have more news very soon. Peace.